My name is Peter Levin, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer in the Department of Veterans Affairs. I really was blessed with dual interests. I was lucky that I was capable in mathematics and science, and sort of always was at how to say this immodestly, right? I was always good at math and science, right? But I've always had a very, very deep interest in public policy, anything having to do with democracy, freedom, sort of the basic tenets of our society. Was reading about that also at 6 and 7 years old, and have always had a very deep interest in weaving those two ideas together, the ideas of a profound understanding of math and the basic sciences, math, chemistry, physics, with public policy, with public economy, with social justice, access to education, access to medicine, and have always, my whole life, really been looking for the connections between those two threads. So these two threads, this idea that we can now pass information safely, privately, securely from one institution to another, from a doctor to a hospital, from a laboratory to a nurse, we can do this, and we can do this phenomenally well. And at the same time, make that transaction visible to the patient. So the ones who say, no, 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 I really trust my doc a lot. He knows a lot more about my body than I do, and I want to completely outsource that responsibility. That's fine. That's a personal choice. My job is to give you that choice. That's not the choice that I would make, but I have no objection to you having it for yourself. My choice for me is I want to know everything. I want to know everything, right? I want to know every immunization, every appointment, every allergy. And oh, by the way, not just for me, but for my wife and my kids as well, right? So this idea of having personal responsibility and taking personal responsibility is something that we could also make possible. But the overarching message has been, you have trusted us, and we're going to trust you right back. And then all the goodness that happens around that, the transparency of accounting, the quality of the services, the access to those benefits, the speed in which we're able to be responsive, constructively responsive, the dignity with which we can deliver bad news. Now, you thought you were entitled to that, and we've thought about it a little bit carefully, and we've looked at the law, and we've looked at the way that we make the decision. We think we made the right decision, and not make people wait, which is again outrageous, or deliver it as a blunt and somewhat abrasive no and don't ask anymore. Those aren't the conversations that the American taxpayer wants us to have with anybody, with a veteran, with a Medicare beneficiary, with an accused individual, with a sick person, right? I mean, we want to have sensible, constructive, emotionally intelligent conversations with these people. Social media enables that because we're getting more people involved in the dialogue. It's not just dependent upon one.